One of the greatest parts about Canva is all the amazing templates it comes with to help you get started with your design. You don't need to start from scratch. It'll have gorgeous designs for whatever you're trying to post. And that could be for flyers, business cards, Instagram posts, anything. In addition to, you can also filter it down for the type of event you're trying to promote. So lots of options and lots of great ways to get you started. So as mentioned, from the dashboard here to access the templates, if you have an idea for the an event they're trying to have, such as store opening, you can search that way from the homepage. So the homepage on the middle search, we just said store opening. Here's a bunch of really cool designs in various formats for the type of designs we could consider. If you come over here to the templates tab, you can actually browse by category, which is super useful. So in this case, if we wanted a business card, we can click within that and now browse a ton of great looking business card designs that we can consider. So in addition to, you can see if you want to even be a bit more specific, you can add a extra search or filter. So in this case, if you're a personal trainer, so now we're looking for personal trainer business cards. So we can get fairly specific and with some really great looking designs. So this is one way to, if you want to see kind of a more fuller screen and browse through, you can do so through the main dashboard, either through a search or kind of browsing through the various options or the template section. Now you also have access to all of these inside of the design with a little bit of extra specified search. Let me show you that. So let's create a design for a Instagram post. And remember, search is your friend. It'll make things a lot faster. So I just said create design, typed in Instagram post, and we now have a proper sized Instagram post. You'll see the first thing that opens is templates, and within here are just some categories that are popular or new or timely. In this case, at time of recording, we're close to the Chinese New Year, and that's why it shows up on top. So you're free to go ahead and go into any of these ones. If you want a summer one, here's a bunch of those templates within that particular theme. Again, here what's really useful is the search, and if we said business opening, we now have all these options. So these are Instagram posts filtered specifically into business opening, which is excellent. So now brewing near you, near and dear to my heart, we have a coffee place. So from here, once clicking on it, click once, and it'll then pop into all of the elements are now ready to go. From here, you're free to edit it as much as you like. So you can right-click, ungroup this if you want to get into the color. And we had chosen some of our brand colors before. So I can update that to my colors. You can change the font if you want. This is one called Nor'Wester. Let's say we want, this nice one called Barlow Medium instead. Or play around with anything that you would like. Oh, that one is you'll notice that I clicked on one that had the crown beside it, so that is a non-free one. But we can play around with any of it. That really changes the tone of it, doesn't it? So lots of great options for that. So in addition, now that this is all laid out, we can play with the photo too. We're going to be covering photos in a future one, but just to see if we prefer this kind of color photo, you can just drag it into the space and it's going to snap for us. And what's really nice is it's going to take all the styles that were already previously applied. And now it's ready to go. So really, it's just a matter of choose the size of the design that you want, search for the template that you would like. In this case, if it's a business opening or if it is coffee themed, find the one you like and go ahead and click on it, edit it, and you're ready to go with a beautiful design. Let's create a new one just to show different type of templates that exist. And it'll be very specific to the type of design you're creating. So if it's poster, it's going to lay things out that would be best for a poster versus a social post or presentation, anything else. And actually, when I say presentation, that sounds good. Let's just name this one Instagram coffee template example. There we go. We'll go ahead and close this down. Oops, giving me a warning. Up now it says it's saved. So I left a little bit too soon. Let's say we're going to do a presentation. So again, search for presentation. And it's going to bring it up. This will be a very familiar width and height to anybody who's used PowerPoint or Google Slides. And again, you're just going to see a lot of beautiful designs that we can use. What's really useful for ones like this is there will be a number. Once you choose a design, there will be a number of slides or versions for it. As you can see, as I scroll this, as I roll over top, there's 27 slides in this one. There's 18 in this one. So as we're creating, if you want to create a pitch deck or a presentation, there'd be a bunch of different slides you could use. So let's find a nice one here. This one looks good. The basics of outdoors. Now clicking into it, because it's specific to this particular size, this is this template for this particular type of design, which is a presentation. You'll see you have a bunch of different slides that we can choose from. So we go ahead and add the title slide. Looks all good. Now if we hit new page here at the bottom, or you could do it on the top here, the plus sign, but we can hit new page. And now for this one, we'll choose a different one from the templates on the right side. So that's looking okay. And you know what? We want to have some photos of the team. So it looks like they have that covered here. I'll click there. That's nicely. Let's add a new page once more. And just a bit with iconography. So you can see how the templates will kind of merge to whatever you're working on. So it's very contextual and very useful in this case from a presentation standpoint, where we can have different template layouts for the different parts of the presentation we're creating for the multiple pages. Now it's fairly obvious if a design would have a template with multiple pages or just a simple page. It tends to be fairly logical in that regard. Specifically, obviously with a presentation, you're going to have more than one page, so a template is going to include more than one style that you can use, or more than one kind of layout that you can use. Something like a poster, that is obviously just one page. Is not going to have multiple versions, because you're not flipping over a poster or anything. It's only going to have the one design on it. Same is true for a YouTube thumbnail, a banner, a social media post. All those make sense that it only has one type of template. Other ones you could see though that would have multiple pages you could use that are quite useful, for instance, is the business card. So if we have the, if you click into this template for a business card, this is a new design as a business card we chose in the front. You'll see that in this case, if you'd like it, it will give you a front and a back design on that business card. And you'll see there's a number of designs here that you could consider for that. Got kind of a funkier one. So allowing you to create kind of a front and a back for the business card. So that would make sense. You would have the flyers. So if it's a flyer that you would hand out, there would be multiple pages. You could see, again, it's going to give you both sides of it if you're going to hand this one out. Again, fairly logical. It'd be a piece of paper you hand out, so you could use two sides. If it's a normal piece of printed paper, in this case like an A4, clearly that could be for a PDF that you would download, a company report, a annual report, any list of any kind of booklet with multiple pages. That's why these would have multiple ones that you could use. So in this case here, let's see, so kind of a report. Seems like that broke on me, so let's choose a different one. There we go. So we got the whatever high school we have here. Looks like it's kind of like a yearbook thing, but you could change that into a yearly report. Then you can click through, add new pages, and come over here and add the various layouts from the template. Right, so look through for any of these particular layouts that you'd want to use and create it. So flyers, business cards, any booklets or printed material like you'd have with this, that would work. And same thing with a brochure. Now this one is even better because it's laid out in such a way so it'd be a trifold. So this is two pieces that you would fold up nicely into kind of a longer rectangle, and it's going to help you lay it out with all the content so it would work. So in this case here, you'd have a front. You can imagine this would be the kind of front that you would hand to somebody. And if we create a new page, top right on the plus, or down here with the add a new page, you would add the inside of it as well. So if you print that together, front and back, it's going to fold nicely, and you'd have a really great brochure. So templates are incredible within Canva. A great place where you can find a new style, adapt it to your own, and give you something to build upon and in cases like the brochure or the business card, help you with how you might print it for the best possible results. So you don't need to go it alone. You don't need to start from scratch. Definitely lean on the templates that Canva provides, which look great, work great, and it's going to really help you produce some great designs.